Hey guys, Crew Blind with, I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
And we're watching Avatar, The Last Airbender. Last episode was The Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Shane, you just watched it here just a little bit ago.
I just watched it.
What'd you think? What were some thoughts?
I'm thinking she punked out like a little bitch instead of taking like a man.
She took off, but I mean, she was facing a lot of
She who?
Azula. Remember?
She got disintegrated!
She didn't get disintegrated, and Iroh's not dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, I mean, if he died, that'd be bullshit.
I'd be mad.
I
I'd
couldn't
be mad.
imagine he would die.
He's not dead. He's
And I
so
feel
good.
it'd be even more stupid if he died because then he could have been helped. And then his nephew...
With Katara.
Yeah, but they spent a lot of that episode though saying like Zuko needs to also learn to find help, just like Toph was needing to learn to like accept help. And
I hate
stuff.
for him to learn that ultimate lesson by him dying. That's what I'm saying.
No, he's not gonna die. He's the best. He's good.
He wanted to.
Okay. No poll, so we'll just go right into it, I suppose. So let's watch Avatar. This is episode like 9 or something like that. We're making our way through with these 2-a-week things.
Mm-hmm. But alright. Bitter work.
Well, it's not spicy, I'm fine.
Sorry, Snoozles. We'll do our earthbending as quietly as we can.
Oh,
That would freaking hurt.
he just broke his back.
Hell yeah,
He's
what?
dead.
Why they gotta pick on Sokka? He's a good guy.
It's like one of the burglars from Home Alone.
Like that.
You know he did that because he couldn't stop cussing in real life?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got to be like a rock yourself. Like a rock. Got it.
Like
Good.
a
Now
rock.
the actual motion of this one is pretty simple.
Fucking insane.
Looks simple.
Okay. You ready to give it a try? I'm ready.
Appa doesn't.
Rock beats Airbender.
I got you, Dad.
Is that
Oh,
Iroh?
man.
Oh. His son killed him.
It'll ruin the mood.
I hope I made it the way you like it.
It's tea. Bitter.
That was very bracing.
So, Uncle, I've been thinking.
Aww.
Only a matter of time. I know what you're gonna say. She's my sister and I should be trying to get along with her.
No, she's crazy and she needs to go down.
Fuck her, Zuko.
You've got to face it head on. And when I say head on, I mean like this.
Shit.
Shake your knees high, Twinkle Toes!
Oh!
She's just fucking with him.
He's gonna die. It's like that guy in Luke Cage.
There's a lot of strength training involved in being a
Yeah, I assume so. You have to be stronger than the Rock.
stronger than the rock.
I mean, she
How they move mountains? How they move mountains and shit?
She smashed her fucking head into that boulder. I don't think there's any magic there. They're using their energy, their chi, to like make themselves stronger.
Whoa!
See, look at that shit.
Look like the thing, man.
It's clobber time.
Ooh, she's stopping it. Or he's stopping it.
That's pretty creative, I'd say.
Pushed him over the line. Yeah, her.
Yeah, he's getting stronger. Kettlebells.
Oh.
All right, Aang.
What's that cow dog thing?
Awfully cute, but unfortunately for you, you're made of
Cow dog.
He's gonna eat it.
just a bit closer.
Oh, yell.
It's so cute.
Tiny.
It's like a. That's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Shit! Look at my boy.
Can Azula do lightning? You think?
Yeah, she can.
Yeah, she's
that's
done
what she
it.
does. Look at that.
Wow.
Oh,
Huh.
just an explosion.
I'm going to
Rerock.
roll that boulder down at you. If you have the attitude of an earthbender, you'll stay on your stance and stop the rock. But are you sure this is really the best way to teach Aang earthbending? I'm glad you said something. Actually, there is a better way. This way, you'll really have to sense the vibrations
like
of the
her?
boulder to stop it. Thank you, Katara. Yeah, thanks, Katara.
Oh, he just died. So I was gonna hit her. He's done it hundreds of times
Yeah,
before,
whatever.
right?
Go splash around until you feel better.
I like her.
Yeah, me too.
Why can't I do it? Instead of lightning, it keeps exploding in my face. Like everything always does.
Oh, poor-
Afraid this way.
Is he still stuck in that rock?
You probably think I deserve this, don't you?
Aw, he's sleeping on his head.
Look, I'm so.
It's like when Littlefoot was born.
Oh,
Okay,
Littlefoot.
you convinced me.
Love
If I
Littlefoot.
get out of this hole.
Oh, look at brown food.
Hey, looks like my karma's already paying off. That's okay, I got it. Yeah.
This boomerang.
Now come back, Boomerang.
It's so silly.
Think fast. Excellent. You have the reflexes of a water-bending master. Thanks, Katara.
I would have killed him. No.
That was the same idea with the rock thing, was right?
Yeah.
All this four elements talk is sounding like Avatar stuff.
It is the combination of the four elements in one person that makes the Avatar so powerful. But it can make you more powerful too. You see, the technique I am about to teach you is one I learned by studying the waterbenders.
Huh.
I figured you wouldn't mind. And besides, even if you did, you're too much of a pushover to do anything about it.
As a matter of fact, I don't mind. I'm happy to share anything I have.
You know, I'm really glad you feel that way. Because I also have this great new nutcracker.
Actually, I'd prefer if you didn't. That's an antique, handcrafted by the mom.
Momo doesn't care. He's like, I'm with her now.
No.
She's using it again.
Out of this situation alive, I will give up meat and sarcasm. Okay? Ow! That's all I got. Hey,
Cracks me up.
thank goodness! Have you got any meat?
Are you okay?
Stop! You're gonna pull my fingers off.
See, I use
and I don't
earthbending,
think the
right?
rest of me is coming.
Yeah.
Adapt like a waterbender.
Bet I can airbend you out of here.
Ow.
I'm just not wearing any clothes.
You figured the ground would have rode away if you kept doing it.
Seriously, Aang, I know you're new
You know what I
at it,
mean?
but I can
Maybe.
use a little earth bending here. How about it?
I can't. I can't do it.
Just leave him.
He's just walking away.
Aang, this is my friend Fufu Cuddly Poops. Fufu Cuddly Poops.
Foo-foo cuddly poops.
Aw, what a cute name for a little baby saber-toothed moose lion cub.
Really?
Saber-tooth
You
moose.
It's a
look
meat
like
eater.
Saber-tooth moose lion.
I keep waiting for Fuck that thing. Shit. Dude, that's
Saber
scary.
tooth moose lion.
Moose are so scary.
The stomach is the source of energy in your body. It is called the Sea of Chi. Only in my case, it is more like a vast ocean.
Well, if you won't help me, I'll buy my own lightning.
The storm.
He's gonna go after Zula.
Hey there.
Aang, this is bad. You gotta get me out of here.
Yeah.
Please don't leave me again.
I won't.
It's like the boulder, right?
Yep.
I use.
Yeah, he used Earth, I think, didn't he? Or
No,
did he
it
just
looked
air?
like the
It was
airbender,
air to
but
me.
he used it head on.
Yeah.
Snap.
Oh shit.
I want my staff back. You stood your ground against me. You've got stuff.
Against
But
me.
do it!
Even more impressive. Yeah.
There we go.
You did it! You're an earthbender. I can't believe it.
Aw, this is really a wonderful, touching moment.
Actually, you should probably let me do that.
Yeah.
You're still a little new to this. You might
Smash 'em.
accidentally crush him.
Yeah, no crushing, please.
Physically and mentally unmovable.
You've always thrown everything you could at me. Well, I can take it, and now I can give it back.
Fucking Vegeta.
Yeah. Right. Shit.
Strike me. You never held back before.
Lieutenant Dan.
Fucking tempting. I
I was gonna see yellow lights shoot up.
Oh, what a great way to end the episode.
Better if it would have hit him.
No, I think it's a matter of like, he's trying to rush out and just take the pride of being able to do it, and not realizing that he needs to deal with the shame first, right? Isn't that kind of how it is?
Yeah, he doesn't have the balance.
Yeah, see, I have the balance, man.
I think that's what he said. Like, you can use lightning whenever your positive and negative energies, when they collide together, that's when it happens.
Yeah.
But if you have too much of one or the other, it's not going to work. That's why he keeps blowing up in his face.
Yeah.
So he needs to find that balance, and he's just, he's too headstrong usually.
Yeah.
He has too much anger in him.
Yeah, I mean, this was just a training
Too much
episode.
frustration.
It was just a training episode. It was so good, I felt like.
Yeah.
Like one big montage. I love it.
Bitter Work, it was called.
I like how he just threw the tea out the window.
That was a nice way to interject, humor into like I thought
Yeah.
it was a serious
Which,
scene.
I mean, he does all the time.
'Cause I wonder what he was like before his son died. I wonder just how he copes.
Well, we had talked about that during the Zuko Alone episode. Like, what was Iroh like before he lost his son?
He seemed to be
Bloodthirsty
pretty chipper.
warlord.
But we saw that one shot
Yeah.
with him with his little boy, He seemed pretty happy.
When he wrote home and
Yeah.
he was in his tent and you saw the hole in the wall
Yeah,
and
and
stuff.
he was laughing.
And he was laughing
Yeah.
and saying like, Ba Sing Se is a beautiful city. I hope that you can
Yeah.
see it if we don't burn it to the ground first. And
Yeah.
ha, 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 ha,
That's what I'm
you know.
saying. Like, I kind of wanted to see what would the Fire Nation be like under Iroh's rule if he
Yeah.
did, in fact, keep that. I didn't write down a whole lot as I was just kind of watching, but what's some stuff you got?
Just the episode being about Aang having basically like courage to stand his ground. Like usually he's
Yeah.
always running or dodging. Like he's not usually like actually
Yeah.
straight on fighting. Usually he's always running away.
Yeah, he's
That's definitely his fighting style.
Yeah, he's an airbender. He does that. Like, he kind of tricks you and gets you into his, like, whenever he was fighting Azula last time, he ran up those steps and then went around that bend, and then he's getting you into a trap. He's not fighting your head on, Whereas
and he
this
thinks
Earthbender-
about angles, like with air.
yeah.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Which, I mean, is a great fighting style, I think, and it's very fun, and you can have creative choreography, but in terms of, like, no, you can't do that with earthbending.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Well, and you can't do that all the time.
Yeah.
And that's what
It's
that
well
moose
thought out.
That's what the moose was about.
Yeah.
He tried to keep pushing him off balance and
Yeah.
attacking different angles and trying to get him to like come this way, don't come that way.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you just have to go head on with
Just gotta
stuff.
stop it.
And I think that comparing with Iroh's conversation about having the four elements can help anybody and
Yeah.
give them all a balance versus focusing on one elemental thing, and like that's what Aang is in the process of learning is
Yeah.
finding that balance of all four elements to make him the best he can be, and then it could help Zuko or anybody.
Yeah.
So is it impossible for someone from a different tribe to learn a different tribe unless you're the Avatar?
I think that you can't use the actual element, but I mean, Iroh's saying
You can
that
use the
use the
techniques.
technique. I mean,
I wonder what it is in each person. What makes it
yeah, I
different.
know. It's the chi, but they have some kind of connection to.
That element.
I mean, the first ones learned from something else, right? Like the first Earthbenders, they learned from like the Badgers.
the
Yeah.
Protheans.
Yeah, I feel like anyone
No.
could learn.
But
it.
didn't but they but,
Well,
they,
no.
but did they already kind of have the earthbending ability and then just learned how they did it and then did it themselves?
Like Pokemon, it's a debate, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, the waterbenders learned
From the moon.
from the moon,
Yeah.
the ebb and flow, the push, the pull.
Yeah.
So they just tapped into their chi and,
Yeah.
and channeled it into.
What great lore.
It is great lore, isn't it?
If I was a kid watching this, I would like watch this as a training video and go out there and try to do shit. Like I used to see shit. I used to literally think I could turn to Super Saiyan. I was like 8 years old.
You know
in
what?
the woods and start screaming.
That's the kind of cool thing about it. Whenever he's like saying like out one arm down your stomach up into the shoulder to the next one, it. Obviously, we can't do that, but you can kind of have the image in your head of like how.
It does a good job of making you understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh well,
Yeah.
duh. It makes it like obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rock thing, like all the fighting styles, the way they describe them, they're all obvious.
Yeah.
Which I think is
And-
one of the best things about it.
The more I see Toph, the more I think I love her. Toph.
Yeah.
I
You
just.
don't even know the bitch's name. You love her?
Did you know her name?
No, I don't love her. I like her.
It took me a while to get Iroh's pronunciation
Yeah.
right.
I was gonna say about the with the elements though. Like I think we talked about it before too. But like if you had someone who was a firebender, someone who was a waterbender, that had a kid, what would determine their bending?
Mm-hmm.
Would it come from the mother, from the father? Would they not
Maybe
get
be
anything?
maybe water
Would
because
it-
water beats fire.
Would it be based on where they?
You know what I mean?
Well, they're opposites, but they don't beat each other necessarily.
No, it's not in this
Not in
world.
this.
Cancel each other out.
But like, or would it be based on where they're located?
Or would
Like,
they be a muggle?
like, did the waterbenders learn waterbending because they were in the North or South Pole, and that it was kind of like the culture of where they were that kind of determined what they were bending of?
What's that called? Like what Sokka is?
Sokka, he's just a warrior.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like a muggle. Like, is
No,
there a
there's
version
no
of
word for
There's just
a
bender and then
non-bender.
there's non-bender, I
bender
guess.
and
for
fucking
normal
loser.
person.
Yeah, like what if like a Fire Nation dad and a Water Tribe mother had a child in the Earth Kingdom? Would it be a bender, and if so, what power would it have?
So I would be rigid. I wouldn't allow that kind of shit going on.
I'm just saying.
I
you know
imagine
what I
that
mean? Like,
it's probably not so. I mean, I don't like saying this, but it's probably not so scientific as it is spiritual. So maybe it is having to do with like where they are in terms
yeah.
of like.
Would it be
the
a
element.
cultural thing, or would it be
No.
something?
No, just kidding.
Would it be a cultural thing, or would it be like from their parents? Because Sokka and
Yeah.
Katara both had the same mother and dad, right?
Mhm.
We could be.
But one got powers and one didn't.
Yeah.
Or was it because Sokka was like, no, you like, did he believe of fighting like this? Where Katara's like, we gotta spend time and learn this. Like, could Sokka be a waterbender?
You're
if
probably
he put it into
born.
practice.
You're probably born with the.
You know the
ability.
answer?
I mean,
Really
I don't think
fucking
it's a
good.
matter. It's
You're
not. You know.
badass.
I don't think it's a matter of you can just learn how to do it. It's not. It's like the Force. Like not everybody can use the Force the way Jedi can, even though that's what people that used to watch the original trilogy thought. You know, it's like if Wedge tried enough, he could use the Force too. But no, he's just a badass pilot. You know, I think it's probably something similar to that. Honestly, when you were talking about like the locations of where it is, kind of remind me of like in Game of Thrones when you're a bastard, like when you're born
You have
in
a different
North
last
in the
name.
snow. You know, maybe it is something to do with like elemental, like where you're born or the
Yeah.
energies coming off of the
Your region.
region or the spiritual amount of
Yeah, if
power.
you're-
or
if
That's
whatever.
what you're saying. I guess like if they were fire and water had a
Yeah.
kid in the earth, maybe it'd be Earth.
Yeah. Like, would they have powers at all? Or what would it be if they did? I just...
Yeah, it's
I don't know,
interesting
yeah.
to think about.
Anthropologically, I guess it would make. I don't know. All the people in one region, they all have one power, so I don't know.
They're also all related to each other though, so I think
Well, so they're all descended
Yeah.
from. That's what I don't know. It had to be region because they're all, they all descended probably from
yeah.
someone previously, and they all spread
Yeah.
out when they all
'Cause if
migrated.
Well, we don't know necessarily that everyone in... Like, do we know everyone in the Fire Nation can use fire? Could there
No.
be, like, a waterbender
There's
in there? Like,
probably
we haven't
muggles
met
in there.
everybody in the different kingdoms and nations and stuff. So, like,
yeah,
maybe it's not necessarily as...
Like, there's
as
not like a
rigid
water
as we-
water dude born in the fire.
in the
place.
Fire Nation. Yeah.
Are we sure?
I don't know.
Well, we don't know.
I'm
Nothing
saying,
that
I'm
we've
saying,
seen.
we don't,
Yeah.
I don't know
We
if
don't know.
I don't know if we know enough
You
of
know?
that necessarily. Like, maybe there is.
I mean, what Ira was saying there is that it's all about balance of the
It
four
wouldn't
kingdoms.
work if you can drink that.
It's all about balance in the four kingdoms and how he's using techniques from another kingdom, and he said he created a new fire move that way. So
Yeah.
they're all kind of related to each other in sense of like how they use their chi is what they're said to do these things. They just take different techniques to do it, but maybe just at a base level, it's either you're a bender or not, and then it's a matter of how you express that bending, and
Yeah.
then maybe it's a matter of from then on it's a matter of genealogy, family, and it's something that's kind of evolved through that.
It'd be neat if, like,
I want to know these answers.
if
Yeah.
Iroh was, like, using, Toph's earth bending methods,
Mhm.
would he be able to create a different fire bending method using their style?
Yeah.
Or, like, using, air.
Exactly.
Like that. That'd be kind of neat. Like, maybe he wouldn't be using earth bending, but could he do something different?
I imagine that's something you have to ask the Avatar.
Yeah. Or could he light fire to the ground and shoot magma, from an earthbending technique? That'd be
They
kind
have
of neat.
hybrid attacks.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like if he
Yeah.
trained and learned stuff. Maybe he's not necessarily learning like earthbending. Like he can't just pick up a rock and throw it, but he could have kind of a meld of fire with earth with a certain type of technique that he could learn by learning earth techniques. Like if he could meld them together and stuff, that'd be kind of cool.
Well, when Uncle Iroh was captured, like he used his firebending techniques and everything to heat the metal
Yeah.
of his chains to hurt the other guy, but
He ate his tub.
yeah, and he used tub too. But he doesn't have like water bending to like heat the water.
Yeah.
But he still used that element to interact with the other.
It is interesting. And Shane was saying, like, I want the answers. We do, but we want to be able to talk about it
Don't
and discover
tell
it.
us.
We want to discover it in the fucking show.
Yeah.
Not,
Don't tell them.
I don't want to read a comment that says, well, actually, here's the answer. And now it's all good. Now you guys know.
Yeah, right.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to read that.
Yeah.
We hate spoilers.
I don't even go to the comments
I mean,
anymore for
if
Avatar.
people just want us to know everything, what's the point of us doing a reaction to it?
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I'm so excited to see, you know, in Volume 2, Episode 15, what they think of this. Well, you know, some of the guys already told us that in this comment, so
Yeah.
now we know, and there's no reaction to it.
Yeah.
That kind of ruins the whole idea of this.
Yeah, I know.
So don't tell us stuff. And don't go to Patreon telling us spoilers either.
Yeah.
Like we don't want them in any of those locations, guys.
No
We have a
spoilers at all.
section. We have a section for spoilers.
Yes,
Or
in our
Discord.
Discord, you can go to there and type. There's a whole section just for Avatar.
Yeah,
You
we
can
did,
type
that
whatever
one
you want.
that I have muted. I can't even go into.
Yeah,
it.
I don't look at it, but everyone else can talk and discuss and whatever they're excited about. They can be like, yeah, that's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
And this is why.
You can get in there and get excited together and
So go
do
there.
your thing.
Go there and talk about spoilers.
Yes.
Discord. It's down in the bottom in the description.
A place for everything in its place.
Good way to end. If you want to see the next episode of Avatar right now, you can go hit the button over there. It's really easy. See that button? If you just put your cursor over it, it'll like expand. Do it right now.
Yeah.
I hope you're covering Aaron a little bit. I'm actually gonna move it over a little bit so that it covers Aaron. Do it. Cover Aaron.
Whoa! Careful!